Hello and welcome to another episode. Today we will be filling up the contents of the sidebars from last episode. By that I mean here we currently have nothing. So you need to make sure that you made a new file, and I just called this because it's under the weapon tab and it's a category here. The name category is in that little whatever, call whatever you want. And under this I simply just have an empty panel template for now. However, what I did change was I went under the weapons tab and made sure that all of this is a part of, like, they all use this panel. But because we want to do weapons, we can actually just start out doing this. Till UI to the weapon. Okay, so we want to make a config. We don't want to type all the code in. So what we do is okay, so the first example we have name, that should be assault rifles. When we have items, should be this. It's another subtable. Okay. Shotmachine gun, items. Okay. What we do is we look for this in iPairs. If we use iPairs instead of pairs, it will loop from the first number to the last number. Add tab. Need a name and let's copy this. There we go. Should be no problems with this code. Nope, it works. Okay, so what we want to do is we will change this to carry data. Okay, I want to do index equals I and items equals data items. So we change the sidebar here, and now this will carry data. I'll show you why we do this. Okay. Okay, so what this does is it basically checks if the panel we have has the function set data, and if it has, it will send the data the button is carrying from this over. Should do nothing because we have a check that has it, doesn't have it yet. So, but this means what we send here will be available to our panel when we create it. If we of course do it the right way. So if we do panel dot set data ID. No, it's a table. We can print table. Print this. Okay. Now if we press this, we know the index of this is 1. The items is this. So you can see actually if we press the same, it will keep printing. This is actually not good. So what we could do here is that we could do if self.active equals ID, then basically if you are trying to set active of something already active, it will just do nothing. That's what we're doing now. We could do this, no problem, but not this. Okay, so now let's start making the actual panel here. We'll just make a list with a scroll panel and have like weapon, name, whatever you want to do. But we also want to set the active to 1. There you go. So we always have some active. Okay, so the next part is to actually make this. Go to here, and then do self.scrollPanel. This. We just added the scroll panel. Also, this will make that all things we dock. Well, then, this padding means basically it forces all the new stuff we add to this to have the margin of this. Margin is like I have an element, and the elements around me should behave based on my margin, while padding is like all the elements that are assigned to me are gonna apply under those rules. So those rules are you have to have 16 pixels of space on every side. It's kind of hard to see if it actually works. I'm not sure if it does. We can quickly find out. It does. You can barely see it. So it just means it's not popping up because we're not using the space. Also, this I don't like having 16 here actually. It's a little bad. Okay, this is good. This is good. And when we want to use layout, should add it to the scroll panel. It's a D-list layout, which will essentially handle the layouting. Just have a list of rows and put data in it, and boom, it makes sure that it fits everything. And so fill. Okay. So what we want to do is first we want to call the self.layoutClear. This means that we will clear this in case there is something. We will remove all from it. What we do is we table.items do index. So this is the category we're indexing. This is items. So self.create row ID. This would error because we don't have a function called create row, but we can create one now. Index value. We don't actually have anything, so it would never be called. So we have to go back and do this. Make another one. Call his name equals AK-47. Weapon. This is something I have on my server. And a model should be Xenon. I don't actually remember. Let me find out. Nothing. Oh, I know why. It's gonna lag a little. Okay, 47. I think it's this. I don't know. I don't care. Oh, this is the default one. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So we can start by printing this. Print index value. I actually want to send the category as well. So for the cat, I'm gonna call it cat. Okay, so I'll make a panel, and this we will add to the layout, and this will be a deep button. And we gotta dock it to the top. We're gonna set a size. I want it to be 48. So why not? Just try. Okay, now we have this. Easy. Maybe try this. We can always change it. Okay, so let's start by getting the model file because we can't do that. Look a little weird without a model or some kind of image, whatever. Okay, add the model panel. Ooh. So we can always set it to the left. Yes. Okay. We can't click over here, so it exists. It's just invisible. But we can repaint this. Try this. I'm gonna do a 6. Tutorial UI. The second line. This is. Yeah, not sure about this. Secondary line, of course. It's just one example. I kind of want to have it like rows. Items. Okay. So look at the background. There's some color like probably like this. This is kind of in between. Oh, we can background items. It's kind of in between. I want to make it a little darker. Way better. I'd actually made. That was stupid of me. Let's try this. Yeah, that's fine with me. So this is rounded. Remember that? Okay, so now he can say a little more complicated issue. So the code to make a model panel fit everything is a little more complicated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna readjust the model. I have some code here. I'm just gonna copy paste it because it doesn't really matter. Okay. So Same concept as here. Okay. Let's copy and paste this over. Okay, so what this does, right? We don't need this one. We could just comment it out. Maybe we'll need it later. So what this does is that you can't click on it anymore, which would be annoying because you wanted to click everywhere on the button to buy it. Our layout is just so it doesn't spin around. But the code we're interested in specifically is actually this. Okay. If we replace all of this with panel, so this one, right. I'll just delete this. I'll link the code in the description for this. Let's set to 45. This code basically is like how big is the model, render bounds, etc. Like, and it tries to calculate the center point. We haven't set the model specifically. We need to value that model. Okay. Yeah, you have that, and it's like looks okay. I mean, it shows everything on it. That's kind of important part of this function. You could fiddle around with this a little more, like try this, makes it more flat, just like this. Okay. Camera. No, maybe like this. Maybe it plus 30 actually. Yeah, this is more flat. This doesn't obviously work for every model. Every model is different, depends on how it's made, etc. But this is like a basic. So I would want to adjust this to be slightly bigger. Yes. And while we're at it, we kind of want to paint it so it look like it sticks out. I think we'll make it more pleasing to the eyes. So what we want to do is we want to first we need to get the way demodel plans work is we kind of have to get the old paint function, otherwise we won't actually draw the model itself. So what I do is I do base class that get demodel panel the paint. I mean I overwrite the paint here and do okay, then I'll do this 6 and I'll actually just be doing alpha on top of this, and then it's gonna be true, false, true, false. And I'll do old paint. Panel, white height. Now we have an outline. Looks good. Alright. Yeah. While we're at it, we should probably. Also, the reason we don't use this for self layout is that it really doesn't matter. It's not depending on any size, and it's just easier to set it like set tall here instead of doing it perform layout, having to loop over every children of this. It's much easier. Okay, so first part done. Maybe it would look better like this. You can always see. That actually does look better in my opinion. So yeah. Now we have rows, and if I were to change the config we have in here for now by adding another item, I'll do like x m8, xm8, and I don't have this one. It's xm8 and this. Okay, again, this is a custom thing I have on mine. So you see there's no space in between here, because we have 2. So, well, the way we could fix this is if we actually add margin. Not sure if it's this. No, that's the right one. And we need to add 8 at the end, and now there's 8 space in between this. If you want it to be a bit closer, you do 5. It's much closer. Well, it's whatever you prefer. I like 5 here personally because all this has 16 between it. This is also 16. This has 8 here. To like say all this belongs to each other. When this has 5 to say this also belongs to each other. The smaller margin, the closer it is, the more intimate the relationship between the panels are in terms of UI design. Which means they belong together. You think they belong together. Because they aren't as far from each other as other things. Yeah. Okay, that's good so far. So what we could do is we could drop a text, we could add price, etc. Like, yeah, we could add prices, a buy button, etc., etc. I guess we actually just do that. It should take 5 minutes. Let's do tutorial UI, quick action spell, create font, weapons, category, name, best 22, and then make another one which is gonna be state. I'll just make a description, 18. Okay. So, what we now want to do is that we want to do x equals how the model get width, y equals. Okay, so stop that. Okay. So, draw get font height, tutorial UI, dot weapons, dot category, dot name, divided by 2. I think this is approximately right. Value dot name. I'll just copy this over here and do x. We want to add 8 here. So why not? X, Y. This would be tutorial UI dot theme dot text dot h2. Then we need to make sure that it's aligned this. And then it's very important we have a sender here because of the way our code works. So I think that is actually wrong in a way. I don't know. Shouldn't matter this? It shouldn't really matter? No. Oh. Let's just change the description here. Oopsie. Okay. So, yeah, this is good. And now we do description. This. Then y equals plus. Just change this. Okay. This should be an H4 in my opinion. So we have a little problem here, is that this is actually going to write nil. Right. So what we do here is we just add field description. Powerful Russian weapon. Literally no idea what this weapon is. Okay. Yeah. And we have this. Good. So this actually looks good. So now we want to add a buy button on it. Okay. Quick do panel. The buy. The button. Dock to the right. And kind of want the margin between it. Let's see. Actually, this might be a stupid idea. Specifically, this might actually be a very stupid idea to dock. So we have this. Just panel the buy, set text, buy. We use dock API here. And value the price. Okay. So we'll panel the buy, size to contents X. I want a 24 and 18. Okay. Now we have to go back again to the config and our price, and I'll cost 500, and this will cost 1,000 because it has a scope. See this? Works fine so far. Okay. So what we can do is we can vertical align this. Okay, maybe it's center align. I don't remember this. I'll look it up on the wiki. I think it's vertical. Oh, center vertical. Center vertical. This will make it a mill. Now we could do is we could panel about align right, and it'd be now it's aligned to the right. I might want 10 here. Kind of give a feeling all around. It looks pretty good. Okay. So now let's make it not ugly, as in terms of this. Like, let's make it an actual button we can use for something. Okay. Panel by obtained. Try to make this. let's just try this trick again. Actually, how do I want this to look? Let's just try this. Like, here. I'm not sure if I like this. It looks fine actually. No, just let me to make sure that it's set text color. I would say it should be tutorial. Theme the text. Let's try H3 here. We can see. We of course also need to make a price. Price. Let's do it 18. I know it's the same as description, and you can decide yourself if you like to make duplicates, but I like to make duplicates, so I can always change it in the future if need be. Okay, and let's for time's sake just do this. Price. It's actually too big. Should be 16. You can also argue that this doesn't have proper focus. So, to test that, to test how it would better look, let's just do... Not sure if this will look fine. Ah, this is unreadable. What we could do, we could actually make a color. It would be like color, local player, can afford, value the price, and tutorial UI theme the green, or tutorial UI theme the red. Okay, now we just need to have green equals, red equals. We got our favorite side, of course, the best side ever, flat UI colors. And we do use this as a problem. Whatever. We take a slightly different one. And for this, we use the right one. Yes. Oh, we forgot to change it over here. And yeah. This is also unreadable. Let me just fix this still here. This is even worse. Actually, I was thinking, what if we change it to not have green here, and we actually do text it right here. It looks okay, but if I were to drop all of my money, this is not good. We can manually adjust this. Let's just try and... This is a little hard to read, in my opinion. Let's try this. Yeah, this makes it better. This is acceptable in my opinion. So now we have this. You literally have... You can click on this, and you'll buy it. And because we don't actually want that, let's have a text, and we can change it to a panel here. Boom. You now have something. You could code this to do whatever you want it to. You need to network it to actually buy stuff here. But in the next episode, I'll explain how networking works for just this part. If you already know how networking works, you can of course skip it. It's 5 minutes to do this. Anyway, if you have any questions or suggestions, you can maybe leave it in the comments, or you could go into the description and there is a link to a Discord in which you can ask me or other people that might know the solution questions, and we will help you out.